But hey guys, welcome back from lunch. I'm David, your other teacher. We're going to do Python for the second half of today. So the first half was Microsoft Excel, traditional data, learning how to work with calculations and formulas. We provide more resources on Etherpad where you can study more in depth if you like to. I also do encourage you to continue studying Excel. A lot of people tell me, why should I continue studying Excel? The truth is, it's not going away. Just 2 weeks ago, Microsoft announced that they are changing the back-end development of Excel from being traditional C#, which is Visual Basic, to Python. 2018-2019 release is going to be Python-based for Excel. So Excel is not going away. It's used for Power BI. It's used for Azure. It's a great tool. So I highly encourage you. These sites are all really helpful for you to learn more. Additionally, we did Open Refine, so that's about reproducibility of code. We started looking at how you can work and reproduce your steps. Now we're going to be going into Python, which everything you do must be documented and reproducible, because you're more often than not, you're not a team of one, you're a team of many. And when you work with other data analysts, data scientists, managers, they need to be able to read your code. So we're going to work a lot on reproducibility. That's also great for if you're writing grants. So it's important that they can understand what is the purpose, what am I trying to achieve. So we're going to do Python for the afternoon today and Python all of tomorrow. At the end of tomorrow, we're going to spend maybe an hour to hour and a half on SQL. We're really going to do a lot on Python. Show of hands, so we're going to go into the technical side now, see who's set up, because we might have to troubleshoot the Python environment for you right now. Show of hands, who has Anaconda Navigator already installed on Mac, PC, or Linux? Okay, so about 2/3 of the room. For those of you who don't have Anaconda Navigator, please put a red sticky up, because we want to get that you set up on that. It's the smoothest, best system that's going to run well for our workshop. And also, as beginning data scientists that you all are, Anaconda Navigator comes pre-installed packages. So let's see, how many people don't have it installed? One person in the back. So only one person. Everyone else has Anaconda Navigator on your machine. If you have it, now try to open it. So let's see if you can go through your files or open Anaconda Navigator. When you open it, it will look something like what's going to open on my screen. It takes a little bit to open. It's not instant because it's a big program, but you'll see some sort of green thing, and something like this should appear. So if this is not appearing, we want to get you set up right now. We're going to be using this system for the rest of today and for 2/3 of tomorrow. Specifically, we're going to use the Jupyter Lab part. Actually, sorry, Jupyter Notebook part. That's the one we're going to use. So if it works on your computer, test clicking Launch on Jupyter Notebook. Let's see if that works for you too. And that will open a terminal instance in the bottom, and then we'll open, just like Open Refine, a new web browser with a visual instance. So if this doesn't work for you, put a red sticky up. Okay, so just 4 or 5 students. So we're going to pause here and troubleshoot for everyone, and then we'll start moving into code. So let's make sure everyone can get to here. You won't have these files. These are the files on your directory. So these are just some of my files. Yeah. By the way, because some of the Python we're going to do today is memory intensive, I recommend to close Open Refine, close your other applications so you can process good. For some people, so guys, it's Anaconda Navigator, right? So I could either give you flash drive or just on the Anaconda website. It's Anaconda Navigator, and they show right here for Linux, Windows, Mac, and so forth. So just to make sure we all have Navigator running. I think just 3 or 4 more students. What this is a one-stop shop. Anaconda Navigator has 200 of the best packages for Python that people use on a daily basis, including machine learning, data analysis, data cleaning, all these things you want to do. There's tons of other advanced packages, but it has most of the nuts and bolts to get you started. So rather than running Python from your terminal, which we can do, we're doing the easier version. Also for research, Jupyter notebooks like this are really, really helpful. Jupyter is just the system, so it's nothing special. Notebook means it's running in an interface like we see up here. Some examples of Jupyter notebooks before we get into them. We have the Jupyter gallery of interesting notebooks, which I'm going to put up in Etherpad just as a reference for everyone. This is like an example of what you can do with Jupyter. So we can go through here, there's lots of books, lots of data. Let's just say we pick up one like numeric computing is fun. Go to notebooks and just see what someone did. So once you make a file, look, we can format text, we can bold it, underline it, we can put images. We can also write code. So we're going to learn how to write code. We can output code, we can put GIFs, emojis, commas, all types of math. So a notebook is great for reproducibility for research in that if you want to share with a colleague, they can see all your steps A to Z that you're doing. It's much nicer than scripting. I think scripting, in my opinion, is better when it comes to automation and doing projects. But as far as like research, this is great. And if you're looking to do presentations, Jupyter notebooks are really nice as well. And we'll learn how to do different parts of these. But that link I sent shows many different types of material, many types of examples of notebooks, so you can see all the cool things you can do with it. Cool. All right, so that's a little bit on Jupyter. I'd say why not, while we get the last few students up and running, feel free to go on this link. Actually, not feel free, do it. Go on the link on Python, click on Gallery of Interesting Notebooks, and start just clicking through. Take a look at what different notebooks look like, how you can mark them down with colors and bold and text. Any topic that's interesting to you, maybe preferably a Python topic. So there's like lots of these on Python. So take a look through, take a couple minutes, and we'll get everyone up and running. And also this gallery of interesting Jupyter notebooks are generally from other teachers in the field. So you might find some of these, like you want to learn economics, and there's an economics notebook. You want to learn Julia, and Julia is like the next R in Python. It's, show of hands who's heard of Julia. Not a person, but Julia, the programming language. Okay, cool. Yeah, so maybe in 3 or 4 years, they said 2018 would have been the year of Julia, but they said that in 2015, so Julia still has not actually picked up, but it processes 10 times faster than R, so who knows in the future. But feel free, take a few moments to look through some of these. Oh, you know what? Not only take a few moments and look through them, the one that you find most interesting, post it alongside your name in Etherpad under the Python section. So I'd like to see which one you pick. And I'll be looking through all the ones you picked tonight so I can understand. We chose your similar fields of interest. Like I was just chatting with Bert, he works in fixed income, he just found a fixed income notebook, like super epic, and you know he's been wanting to learn Python now, so maybe it's a Python notebook and he's going to take some things away from that. And it doesn't have to be a Python notebook. The great thing about Jupyter and this interface that we're looking at is tons of programming languages run in it. So you could run C, C#, R, you could run a lot of different languages. So this is like a universal system for creating research and reports. Only 3 people found interesting notebooks so far. No, I know. You know, I know to a certain capacity. Some of you may be like really like unraveled, like going down the rabbit hole of like looking at 10 different notebooks. So just pick up one that you find fascinating for now. Yeah.
You created this monster.
I did. No, of course. And then bookmark this. It's a great, not the Etherpad. I mean, you can bookmark that too. But bookmark this. It's a very famous resource that a lot of people go to when they want inspiration on topics.